into it with the non-stop action at Imbalance TV. Here we go.
Total non-stop action.
Alright everybody, welcome to Imba TV where everything is in balance. We've got LoWeLy versus OcSKeiran. And this is going to be on Xel'Naga Caverns. It's going to be a ZVT here. Why don't you go ahead and take us away, Jim?
All right. So spawning on the top right-hand corner of Xel'Naga Caverns would be Teal Terran, and we're going to call him OcSKeiran. I hope that's his name. If not, he can message us or call us and tell us how to pronounce it. LoWeLy, on the other hand, spawns in the bottom left-hand corner of Xel'Naga Caverns as Yellow Zerg. Now notice that on Xel'Naga Caverns, the natural expansion area is wide open and attackable from several different locations, including an area that is behind high grass. This makes the initial expansion by Zerg pretty tough to pull off. And it can be very dangerous early in the game.
That's
the longer that second expansion holds and the more drones Zerg can produce, the safer he becomes. Keiran is scouting very early scout as he builds a supply depot at the top of his ramp, no doubt trying to wall off his main base, as many Terran players are wont to do against the Zerg swarm. Anything you'd like to add at this point, MC Duffs?
It seems pretty straightforward so far. Nothing tricky going down. But LoWeLy, he is going to go ahead and expand. Uncontested.
Yeah, that's his first move. No spawning pool yet. And it'll be interesting to see how much... And Keiran is going for gas and a barrack, so he's not going to try some too... A lot of times what a Terran player will do when they're not... contesting the expansion is build a couple of barracks and take no gas.
That's right, and then do a timing push for sure.
It looks like Keiran is not going to do that. He's going to play it straight up and go for one assimilator or one refinery, mining with 3 SCVs. We also see the barracks pumping out Marines one at a time. Interesting, Keiran laid his extractor down into the ground before his spawning pool. The extractor will complete in about 5 seconds. And Keiran is doing a great job LoWeLy is doing a great job of distracting Keiran and getting him to run SCVs all over the place.
And look at this interesting move here by Keiran. He did throw down a second barracks a little bit late.
And an interesting show of genius on the part of Keiran. He's delaying his orbital command.
And, you know, we did just get news in that Keiran is a silver player, so...
Ouch.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for him against this LoWeLy, and some people in chat also do.
This is going to be pretty brutal, but at least he's trying his best.
That's right. It is an open event here at the CraftCup, so anybody can play. So we don't instantly knock you if we're giving you the chance. We'll see. A reactor core being placed down on the first barracks and tech lab on the second one.
And it's always fascinating, even though we're probably pretty sure LoWeLy's going to win this, it'd be interesting to see how long Keiran can make the game last.
That's for sure. Metabolic speed boost, or speedlings, is being researched right now. And it looks like Queen is moving down to the natural expansion area.
Yeah, and with 2 queens, LoWeLy's economy will be booming in the next 30 seconds or so. He'll be injecting larvae in his hatcheries and cranking out all kinds of drones and all that good stuff.
For sure.
Third building by Keiran is a factory, so as you've mentioned, the 2 add-ons, no upgrades for any of the infantry units by Keiran. And Keiran is supply blocked right now at 27. So that's unfortunate. And LoWeLy at this point sits at 25 drones. Whereas Keiran's got 18 SCVs, so LoWeLy's already opening up an economic lead. He's even placing down a spine crawler, kind of strategically so that it can poke at anything that tries to climb the ramp. and still no upgrades on any of the infantry. He's just massing up Marines and Marauders and a tank. Be interesting to see if he does the siege tank upgrade. And CheiRan is mining from 2 geysers, 2 refineries, but he's got 260 gas in the bank, and I guess he wants to send his kids to Harvard.
Yeah.
Or Yale, or some big Ivy League
whatever one
school.
costs more gas.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, let's get serious here as we get more and more Marines and Marauders and tanks, it looks like, being pumped out. Siege tank tech is not done or being researched yet. Be interesting to see when he decides to go for that. And LoWeLy does have Banelings up, a lair, as well as Baneling speed being researched right now. And nothing but lings so far. We do see another spine crawler being built in LoWeLy's natural expansion. As he's got these 3 lings running around trying to do some poking, see what's going on, see if there's an expansion, so on and so forth.
For all you kids out there, look at how LoWeLy's places overlords. All the way across the map, and then he controls the watchtower. So it's like he's got a line right across the map and he can see everything.
That's right.
Now,
great map awareness,
and
that's what you want to do when you're playing Zerg, for sure. And we see a Spire going down, as well as some Banelings.
10 Marines, 2 tanks, 2 Marauders moving in. Meanwhile, it's this collection of units that's going to have to stop this. Is there a siege tank upgrade yet?
Not yet.
Tank upgrade. You know what? If these units, if the Marines and the tanks were upgraded, this would be a tough force to deal with. They're not upgraded. They're in big trouble.
And they're surrounded. Banelings! Oh, man! Everything just gone. 4 Banelings, man.
I tell you what, if he had stim pack and if he had his tanks in siege mode positioned properly, that would have been a pretty good fight. But not like this. Not with no upgrades.
Yeah.
And not with a guy who can micro like LoWeLy. And still no upgrades for... he's going for siege tank upgrade. So... And at this point, LoWeLy's got twice as many workers as CheiRan. LoWeLy's got 2 bases, CheiRan's got 1, and this might be it right here, folks. Oh, this, you know what?
The supply depot lives, yep. So here comes some lings to try to pick it away, and it's down.
And you know what? CheiRan did a pretty good job of defending. You know what? That wasn't bad.
Wasn't that bad at all, for sure.
CheiRan okay there.
There is a Spire down and up for LoWeLy. And LoWeLy will be able to create some Mutalisks. Well, at least there was a Spire build. Yeah, there is a Spire.
Right here.
Yep.
He's getting the +1 attack upgrade on the Spire.
As well as 6 Mutalisks coming out. And these Marines don't have any upgrades, or neither do the Marauders, as well as the tanks finally have siege tech.
And CheiRan is up to a 46 unit count. LoWeLy is up to a 70 unit count. And LoWeLy, you know what? When I've heard this saying before, when you have the lead, what do? You attack? No. You create a bigger lead. And that's what LoWeLy is doing right now. LoWeLy's got the lead. Rather than attacking, trying to finish the game off prematurely, he's going to take the high-yield mineral expansion area.
Just as CheiRan throws down his natural expansion. Way late in the game, if I, do say so.
Yeah, 11 minutes in. Lots of bunkers. And here come 5 Mutalisks, and there's no air defense at all in the main base of CheiRan.
That's right.
And so
SCVs
these Mutalisks are going
to...
SCVs are in big trouble. So...
And he preemptively moved all those SCVs out of his mineral line just to protect them, but they ended up getting picked off hardcore as they moved through the fire of the of the Mutalisks.
As a famous Command and Conquer commentator might say, bad micro.
For sure.
However, you know what? At least Kieran's trying anyway. A lot of siege tanks.
We've seen quicker games.
So. Yeah, 11 Marines. LoWeLy's taking his time with this guy. He's measuring them. So, and for upgrades,
and, also, we see that CheiRan is playing very blind.
Yes.
No scouting at all.
Oh.
Yep.
And here we go again, LoWeLy. What has he got here? A dozen Mutalisks. These Marines are dead.
That's right.
And again, there's no air defense.
And level 1 flyer attack upgrade is finished, so those glaive worms do so much. And good game is called. Kieran is out of here. LoWeLy pushes forward. We see the first Zerg victory of today.
I like you. That's why I'm going to kill you last.
Beautiful. Why don't we join in?
Sounds good. Total non-stop action here at Imba